Yay, okay. I finally know what to talk about today, guys. Took a while. You ready? Who here feels they're striving toward peace, happiness? Anyone? Who feels that's their most, when it comes to their spiritual development, their spiritual seeking, their spiritual endeavor, shall we say, that is their priority. That's their main focus. That's what they believe is most important. The peace, the beingness, right? Resting. Okay, go ahead. Huh? Joy. The dynamic. Okay. Awesome. Yay. Anyone familiar with the word non-duality? Come on. No? Oneness? Good. And so one more time, who is striving to that? Who is striving for oneness? Who's seeking oneness? Who's seeking non-duality? That's very cool. Did you say it's so silly? Yeah, that's good. I was just about to say that, so thank you. It's pointless. It really is, and I'm gonna explain. I'm not just gonna leave you with don't seek, because that's pointless too. The seeking for oneness or non-duality is pointless because it doesn't need you, quite frankly. It's like this opposite thing. You're looking at in opposite ways. The one consciousness is looking to express itself. That's why you're here. And then you come here and you're looking to be at peace. You're looking to be non-dual. You're looking to be the one. But the one doesn't want you to be the one because the one already is the one. So it's this stagnating process. That's why the seeking process can last for decades and exhaust you. And nobody ever succeeded, by the way, in case you're still seeking. Nobody ever succeeded. It's just a matter of exhausting yourself to the point of complete exhaustion until you get the fact that it's pointless to seek for what's already the case. The movement of life is to go forward, to expand, to move outward. Again, outward meaning still within consciousness, but expression, expanding. That's the movement of life. Because the original presence, the very first thing that was, is the isness that is the one isness, is that non-dual presence that you all long for or seek for, or have heard of at least. That was the original state. In other words, that's where everything comes from. In other words, it's pointless to seek it because it was the start of everything that is. Does that make sense? So again, this human life, this expressionate life is meant to be expressionate. It's meant to find joy. It's meant to be in joy. And when you're in the joy frequency, ironically, you realize so much more of the oneness that you are because you open that gate. But if you close the gate of joy and call it suffering, call it engagement, call it identity, call it ego, call it illusion, then what you're doing is you're saying that the very thing that the one that you claim is the highest, the very thing that it put here in place, because that's where it is, its own cutting edge development, that's where it is, its own evolutionary impulse. You're saying that that's irrelevant, whereas it is saying that's the most relevant thing for me because I already know I am one. I already know the peace that I am. So there's a conflict of interests when you're seeking for the one. When you're trying to become peace, when you're trying to be the one, when you're seeking non-duality, when you're trying to remain as the non-dual. I'm not saying it has no value at all. I'm just saying if you keep doing it, and it seems to be this hardship, even a little bit of hardship, if you seem to be joy deprived for the sake of being at one with existence, you're doing something wrong. You're looking in a direction that is opposing. You're going down a one-way street you're not supposed to go down. Does that make sense? The one wants you to be here. It wants to be through you. It wants to express through you. It wants to experience through joy. And through joy, it connects to its peace, to the one that it is. It will know itself in the reflection of joy that it is the one peaceful existence. But where it really expands, where it is really interested in, is you, in your lives. That's what's cutting edge. Being at peace is not cutting edge. It's the most boring thing ever, because that's the original state. It has been in that state for a timeless eternity. So when you're trying to make that the most important thing in life, it's yawning. It's like, okay. Again, it doesn't need you. It doesn't mean it's not important. It means it's already here. And what's already here doesn't need you. Simply recognize that it's already here. Let that free up some of the notions you have about separation and tension and having to do and all that kind of stuff. For sure. Let it free you up. Let it reveal to you by all means that you are one. But take it in a joyous way. Take it in a joyous direction. Take it somewhere. Because if you try to take the force that's coming from there, just like a hose of water, if you try to push the water back to reach the source, it's just not working. Whereas if you just let it loose, both the water source and you are perfectly happy. And you're connected, and it makes sense. And it's obvious that the water is endless. It just keeps on flowing. You do not need to oppose the stream. You do not need to become the one. The one already is the one. You be you. You be in joy. That's the most beautiful way you can express your gratitude. Not through seeking the one, but by expressing the one. By doing what it actually wants you to do. Which is follow your heart, follow your joy. And the vibration of joy, the very vibration of joy, locks you into peace automatically. When you're in your state of ecstasy, you are at peace.